Cousins are dropping out left and right. We got a couple of rejects already, and they're just getting scared. They're getting scared, and the only one that got guts is the flipper, and his flippers are just about out. They're just about picked off already.
What have you done for today's preparation? Have you played much golf in the past couple of weeks?
Well,
worked on your chip shots, your putting?
I'd rather stay with no comment on that because you do one thing, you never let the opponents know what you got planned, and therefore I just like to say no comment. If they want to see what I got, either tell them to play me or get behind me, and they'll see everything I got. I got all the power.
Is there anything that's your strongest part of your golf game? Or are they all together? Is everything gelling for you these days?
Well, I figure I'm going to run to my ball instead of use a cart to start off with anyhow, because a triathlete as I am, I can run, but they wouldn't let me ride my bike. And any water, a golf ball in the water, I am going to swim to it and shoot it that way. There's no doubt in my mind. And these guys ain't nothing. They ain't nothing this year. No competition.
You happen to overhear the interview held with Flipper and Gentleman Dave. Either one of these guys seem like they're a hot seat for you as far as pressure in this game?
No pressure, no pressure. And I'll see a couple more contestants coming down here, and they ain't got a chance. They ain't got a chance.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've just spotted another competitor. He comes from south of town called Lakeville and alias other places. And it is Pretty Boy George Horvat. Hi, Pretty Boy. How are you today?
John. How you doing?
The reason they call him Pretty Boy is because he told us that. Everybody calls him Pretty Boy, so we just take his word for it.
Okay.
Pretty Boy, we've had a chance to talk to a few of the competitors today. You seem like you're very well prepared with the clubs and first aid kit and whatnot.
This is for medicinal purposes. It's very hot out there, John, and I'm worried about dehydration first of all. Yes. So I brought this along to prevent any dehydration while I'm on the course.
Excellent move. This guy is thinking first aid all the time, whereas the other competitors seem like they just want to go out there, run, and hit them. Pretty Boy here has got a backup pack that will ensure him of energy down to the last hole out here and the last stroke. Pretty Boy, what preparation have you done for today's matchup?
Well, my girlfriend, she kind of helped me out a little bit this morning. You know, I was wondering before I got out there, she'd do anything for luck. And I said, well, how about if you would kiss my bleep? Is that right? No. And she said she wouldn't do it, so I brought my lucky ball along. I want to show you my lucky ball.
Okay, Pretty Boy is going to dig out the lucky ball for us, ladies and gentlemen.
You guys, you know.
He has got all kinds of top-notch balls.
This is my lucky ball right here. See?
Okay.
That's the one that's going to do it right here. You know.
There you see it, ladies and gentlemen.
And if you notice on it, what is that?
A butterfly.
That's a little butterfly. Ain't that sweet? Hey, I'll tell you what, I am ready.
This thing looks like it will travel in the air. Pretty Boy,
I think people will misunderstand me.
You say you haven't done much preparation for today's game.
No.
You just natural talent.
No, I worked a little bit late on part of the game last night. I went out and got a cold 12-pack. And that was, that was the medicine I needed. You know, I've got to have.
We've been checking with the people we've been talking to in today's competition, Pretty Boy, and
stink.
and trying to get their predictions of the outcome of today's matchup. How do you see this trophy? Do you think it's going to remain in the hands of the brothers, or once again go to a competitor outside the immediate brothers?
My choice right now, that I've heard through rumors that has been going around different clubhouses that I've been into and different courses I've played throughout the summer. Was down in Atlanta for a while and then went to the U.S. Open. Well, no, I skipped the U.S. Open. They didn't allow me to play. But the word I hear is this Schabowski kid. He's supposed to be one hot dog of a player.
You're talking about Flipper?
Yeah.
Scott
Schabowski.
Right,
that's.
We spoke earlier to our fans that are watching this program right now as far as him taking that trophy away from the brothers for the first time in history. And then the brothers shut the tournament down. And then they open it again once to the competition of the family and friends and whatnot.
Yeah.
So evidently they've been preparing quite extensively for this program and this match. We've had a future prediction from Gentleman Dave out of Chattanooga. Saying it's going to take a 44 to beat it. We had Flipper Schabowski expressing a 40.
40?
And I think maybe even the Vulture somewhere in that area. The Vulture doesn't seem to be rattled by any of this competition from wherever they're coming from. What are your predictions on what is it going to take to win this game today?
Well, I believe that when I go out, I usually go out and I go shoot in the 70s. You know, if it gets any hotter than that, I don't even go out anywhere. But my pick, like I say, is Flipper, I guess.
Flipper
Flipper looks like he's in shape. It looks like he's worked out and he's prepared for this.
There you have it, ladies and
Me, I
gentlemen.
feel like I'm getting dehydrated here right now, John. I don't know. I've got to go to the medicine bag.
It's time for Pretty Boy to start preparing for the game.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but you know, just the hot sun. It's a beautiful day out here.
It is.
Picked a wonderful day here.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. This is Pretty Boy's encouragement, a little Miller Lite,
There we go.
and he is all set to go. We'll join you in a little bit when we see, oh, it looks like we see the Spider out here, Stevie the Spider Farkas, and we'll get with him in a minute.
He's a tough competitor.
We've just spotted the vehicle of Spider, Stevie Spider Farkas. And the reason they call him Spider, just like a spider in his web, there's one of the inaccurate golfers out there right now. The reason they call him Spider is because we understand on the golf course, just as a spider weaves his web for the center kill of his prey, so does Stevie Spider Farkas. He does the same thing. He may weave his web all over from fairway to fairway, but eventually he gets down to the main nest of his web to take care of his prey. Here is Stevie Spider Farkas. Come in here, Steve.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Spider, welcome to this invitational tournament.
Glad to be here. Glad to be here.
How are you feeling today?
Yeah, I've been under the weather last couple of days. I've had a little bursitis in my arm, but I'm ready to really give it.
Do you think that's going to affect your game plan in any
Well,
way?
it feels good. I feel strong. I feel like I can really take them on and really beat. I'll be #1 yet today.
Have you started with any medicine yet? We
Yes.
understand Pretty Boy Horvat, George Horvat, Pretty Boy,
Yes.
has already cracked the first top, and he is starting to prepare, getting psyched out for his game plan. Have you done any of that yet?
Well, for one, Mr. Pretty Boy Horvat there has lied to you. He's topped a couple of them. Because I've been
already
right
we're-
behind him, yes.
We're being deceived already, ladies and gentlemen.
Jeez.
But at least we've got Stevie,
We've got
honest
medication,
Stevie
yes.
Spider.
We're in medication right now. We're in.
Have you done any preparing for this week's game at all? Have you been out at the driving range or anything like that?
No, sir. It's all psyched up right here in the old brain. I'm #1, and there ain't no stopping me.
We understand you had a chance to participate with two of the three brothers in a golf outing maybe a week or two ago. What was the outcome of that match? I guess it was the Vulture and Bloodsucker Al.
Yeah. I didn't want to show them everything I had, so I kind of let back a little bit and wanted to feel out what was competition going to be like. So I wanted to make sure that I seen what they had, and now I can really come back and really I know how they can play, and I know I can beat them.
Did you win that match that day, or
No, I played possum. I just stayed back in 3rd place and just kind of coasted a little.
did Al Bloodsucker Slavey win that game?
Yeah, we let him feel good. The older guy, you have to let him feel a little better. At his age, you can't, give him too many depression feelings,
Where was the Vulture in the trio of you two playing? Where did he finish?
Well, he's not in the money. He kind of had to pay out a little money cost him a little bucks.
Uh-huh. So do you have any predictions for today's outcome as to who's going to win it? We've heard a couple predictions. One's from Pretty Boy saying he thought Flipper Shabalski was going to do it. We talked to Gentleman Dave from Chattanooga. He feels that he is going to take this tournament single-handed. Any observations on today?
Well, I haven't seen the Chattanooga guys shoot yet, so I'm waiting to see how it really comes out. But I think...
Gentlemen, we've just spotted one of the competitors from Schaumburg, Illinois. They call him Davey Hitman Bain. Hitman, come in here, Hitman. The reason they call him Hitman, we understand, is that he takes care of a lot of the bullies on his block. He runs a clean block up there from the other kids, and been known that he and his little sister, Loren Psycho Bain, have teamed up to wipe out some 14, 15-year-olds to keep a clean block. Hitman, we understand you shoot a pretty good golf game. What preparations have you had this week to prepare for this matchup?
Well, I've shot a couple here and there.
Look at the camera.
Got good hits and off, and I think I'm ready.
You think you're ready?
Yeah.
What seems to be the strongest part of your game, Hitman? Is it your chipping, driving? Is it all coming together for you?
It's the driving.
The driving is your strongest part.
Yes.
What predictions do you have for this outcome? Do you think one of the three brothers will keep the trophy in the family, or do you think it's going to go to one of the outside competitors in the outside field here?
It's hard because I haven't really seen them play yet, so
Okay.
maybe a later comment.
Do you think the weather's going to be a factor for you today, Hitman?
No, not really.
Not really. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the words from Hitman. Thank you very much, Hitman, and we wish you best of luck today. Competitor, it is Al Bloodsucker Slavey. Bloodsucker, how are you today?
Oh, just fine. Really sucking off the old juice today. I'm ready for him. I'm ready for him. I'm ready. I didn't practice. I think that there should be a 5-stroke penalty for all guys that practice on this course, especially 2 guys that practice 2 days in a row. So we're going to have the committee vote on it, and it's just going to be a mass vote, and I think we'll be able to have a 5-stroke penalty, both, and we won't mention names, but we'll mention initials, SC and DS. So that's all I got to say.
You have that from Bloodsucker, ladies and gentlemen. Bloodsucker, we understand that you were able to play a little bit of golf earlier this week, or was it last week?
No, I haven't played. I haven't played in over 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks. I haven't played over in 2 weeks. And the last time I played, I shot under subpar round, but I don't want to tell you what course I shot at.
Any predictions for today's game? We've talked to a few of the competitors earlier today. They're saying 44-40 is going to win it. What do you have for prediction on the score? And also, part 2 is, what do you have for prediction whether the brothers will continue to keep the trophy in their hands, or will it go to outside competitors?
It's going to stay in our hands. That trophy is really worth a lot of money, and today the score is going to be a 41.
There you have it. This live eye, and you can see how rough the course is that these players have to work. You're riding with Eugene Legge, Schabowski, and one of the golf carts without any brakes. And this camera crew is really trying to bring you live eye. Whoa! Hang on, everybody. But Eugene Legge Schabowski is an 18-wheeler driver, and golf carts are no exception to him. Here we can see ourselves pulling up on the field. We have Flipper, Schabowski trying to stroke up.
Are your bag getting heavy?
The game here, ladies and gentlemen, as we pull up to the 5th hole. This is the halfway point. A nice up by Flipper, who just misses the cup. And we understand from the scoring that they are leading approximately by 3 strokes at this time. Here you have Hitman and Bloodsucker gathering their thoughts. Hitman with a nice up, a strong stroke. It's going to be pin high. A little bit further to go.
Yeah, they had 2 of them out.
Bloodsucker lining up. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, we're playing best ball in this tournament.
David Bain had the best hit.
See some of the form of the Bloodsucker as he ups, gets some roll, but not good enough. They'll be playing best ball as you hear the Goodyear blimp powering over us, and we hope you're enjoying some of the pictures that the Goodyear blimp is providing for us today on today's telecast. The action has been furious today. Everyone's temperament seeming to be in check at this point, but once again we're at the halfway point. A lot of strategy in this game. A lot of strategy. Ooh, very, very aggressive stroke, and that just shows you the type of play that we've been watching today. been a very aggressive tournament, but tempers have been cool at this point. One of the contestants was upset a little bit today, and that was Davey Hitman Bain, who swears he is going to bring his rule book next year. Evidently there was a... Okay, nice shot, but just falls an inch or less of the pin. Getting back to Hitman's comment, he says he wants to bring his rule book. Evidently, he is not contesting the match today, but there had been some controversy over some of the play of today's action. But I know Hitman personally. He is a strong competitor and a very, very good sportsman, so he would not say something unless it were absolutely in conflict with the rule book. We'll follow the action here at the Birchwood Brothers Open Tournament in New Carlisle as we can flight of competitors, and we have Dave Gentleman Slavey from Chattanooga. Dave, what is the scoring so far in today's match?
Well, we're right at bogey golf. We're playing bogey golf, and we're pretty well pleased with it. I think we could say right with competition. We're starting to loosen up, and I feel real confident we're going to nail some good long drives here.
Gentlemen, we saw that you had a tough drive off of that number 4. What happened on that one? We know the train was passing.
The wind to bring it back in, and the wind died on me at the hole, and it went out of bounds. But a lucky thing for my partner, he had a good one right down the fairway, and we was able to capitalize and almost made a crucial putt. Although we got a bogey, we're pleased.
Is your game holding together as you had planned, or is it falling apart?
I'm a little dissatisfied with it right now, but I'm feel real confident I'm going to make our move right now.
What seems to be giving you the most difficulty, gentlemen?
Just a little tense, maybe.
Okay, gentlemen, we'll join you in the action later on down the field, and good luck to you. Have our last flight of 5. That shot by one of the offspring of the rabbit. Here we have one of the brothers that are sponsoring this tournament. Hey, we don't know whether that was a shot or not.
You have to blast away, Steve. You have to hell of a ways over that.
A nice up on the edge, but he still has a little bit of a putt ahead of him.
There you go. Nice one, kid. All right.
Ooh, we just saw something going by. Here we have George Pretty Boy with an up and barely makes the fringe of the green. Chi-Town Bill.
Hey, Mom.
Whoa!
Who gets ready for the shot and is off to the left. His partner,
Where's the marker, you know? Marker? Yeah, for this one we tried.
Michael Rabbit Sr. from Lakeville,
No, the marker.
try the same shot.
Right there.
Very aggressive play and overshoots the hole.
Right. There's supposed to be a pin there.
Pretty boy
Where he's supposed to
George
be a pin, where he's supposed to be along his drive.
Well, yeah, but it's on this and it.
ups the ball
Hey,
and is playing the hole, but not strong enough. We don't know if we have some discussion going on. We're going to join it here. We have the Vulture expressing an opinion about something.
no.
Vulture, Vulture, Vulture. Is there some controversy here? Okay, the Vulture is saying no controversy at time. Pretty Boy says yes. Maybe we can get a word with Pretty Boy. Hold on, folks. You nod that there was some controversy on this field of play here. Can you expound on that a little bit?
I will file my protest with the governors governing this tournament here.
We had interviewed Davey Hitman Bain earlier, and he swears that he is not rattled by the competition. However, he is going to bring his rule book next year. Are you experiencing anything that in your field of play today that requires a rule book that we should have next year for the tournament, or if we are all invited to the Open?
At this time, I don't want to comment on putt out of this hole, but I will bring it to the governing board about this tournament.
Thank you, Pretty Boy. Up to the putt now, and knocks it right in. Gentlemen, approaching the longest tee shot on, what hole was this?
5.
On number 5. And that is being held by Eugene Flipper Schabowski, and we congratulate him on the longest drive of the day on this 5th hole here at the Brothers Invitational Open.
You said Eugene, that's Scott Schabowski.
Okay, we stand corrected, ladies and gentlemen. We have a lot of competition here today, and our cameraman can become confused, but we welcome you to the action, and we hope you're enjoying it. We hope you're enjoying the field action here, as well as the Goodyear blimp action, and we are running live eye at this point. We're on the roll. Oh, slight impact.
No way.
Our driver, our 18-wheeler, Eugene Lake Schabowski, has misnegotiated the fairway, causing us a slight impact with this huge, huge tree. On the 5th hole here at Birchwood Country Club in New Carlisle, Indiana. As you can see, the final flight of fivesomes teeing off. It's a gorgeous day here. The wind is very brisk, as you can tell from the camera shots, being a little bit of wob. Our cameraman, John Farkas, has gotten into some of the 12-year-old scotch, trying to steady the situation, but it's still very, very difficult, even with the help of the scotch at this point. But bear with us and enjoy the beautiful pictures today. In the tournament has been nothing less than expected. We have competitors. Ladies and gentlemen, we sure hope you're enjoying these pictures here at the second Brothers Open Invitational Tournament. It's been a beautiful day. The competition has been fierce, and as you know from the beginning of this video, it has truly been a revolution. We think there's still going to be more of a revolution before this match is over with. So you've had some controversy in this match, some good shots, a beautiful day. We have Davey Hitman Bain saying he's going to bring his rule book next year. You have George Pretty Boy Horvat, who refrains at this point from making any comment on this match today. But truly, as we had promised to you in the beginning, here you have Chi-Town Bill Bain. A beautiful shot. Here are some of the competitors here that are all lined up playing best ball here today at the Brothers Open Invitational Golf Tournament in New Carlisle, Indiana. Here is Michael Jr. Rabbit Horvat, trying to set up for his shot, and it sounds very, very good. There you see Chi-Town Bill Bain, Bill Chi-Town Bain, and here, Pretty Boy George Horvat. So we back up. Oh man, ladies and gentlemen, is that sweet sound or what? Pretty Boy seems much satisfied with his shot. Nice shot, Pretty Boy. Gallery applause, as you can probably hear him in the background. Pretty Boy seems to be having a good game today as he rides with his field of competitors. Missed the tee shots of the second flight of competitors, but we have an awesome drive by Dave Gentleman Slavey, and we're trying to find the ball here, ladies, and there it is. An awesome drive. He had come very close on the previous hole of getting longest drive, only edged out by Scott Flipper Schabowski, approximately 10 yards. Dave Gentleman Slavey ending up on the longest drive hole, slicing somewhat, falling short of the mark by 10 yards.
Hey, Howard!
Here we have
Not bad in the wind.
Oh, that's a good
Stevie
hit.
Spider Farkas.
That's a real good hit.
You saw him in action behind a tree earlier. We hope we captivated that for you on video, and we were experiencing some audio difficulties. But bear with us, ladies and gentlemen. There you have Dave Gentleman Slavey, the gentleman from the South. Chattanooga, Tennessee is where he hails his home right now. Born and raised in South Bend, Indiana. Relocated to the South, and as all men from the South are noted gentlemen, and this guy is no exception. And Live Eye is trying to bring you all the pictures possible in this tournament. Even though we have no breaks, we're riding with Eugene Leg Schabowski. Eugene, how do you see the tournament so far?
I'm going to hit this tree, I think.
No, Gino. We lost that one before on a gigantic maple before. As you were with us on Live Eye when we hit the gigantic maple, we come apart unscathed, or we did not come apart, but we parted unscathed.
Now.
We're
No
going.
brakes.
You're riding with our driver and hearing all the audio. Javinsky is having a hard time to hang on. Javinsky's still hanging in there with the pictures. Be with us. Be with us as we approach.
Huh?
No pops. Nope, we're out of
No
pops.
Pepsi.
We're out of pops. Number 6 as we follow this revolution, a real shootout today of the competitors from all over the country on this second Brothers Open Invitational Tournament. A revolution indeed. Once again, we hope you've been enjoying our Live Eye pictures here at the Birchwood Country Club in New Carlisle, Indiana. Also, we hope you've been enjoying the Goodyear blimp shots. Once again, we have had some audio and video difficulties, perhaps some difficulties from the Goodyear blimp, but in the event that pictures fail, you've got this Live Eye picture here at the Birchwood Country Club. Follow us as we follow the players in this revolution of a tournament. There, ladies and gentlemen, as you are getting a chance to see, are the pictures of the final hole, where we will bring you the complete coverage of this tournament. The clubhouse, the awards will be presented at Al Bloodsucker Slavey's house on York Road, south side of South Bend. As you can see, beautiful trees, beautiful landscape, a great day for the tournament. Our final field of, or maybe our second field of competitors approaching this 6th hole. Follow us as we
45 yards away.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen, our first flight on hole number 7.
Right there where that bush is at. Ryan.
Right where the bush is.
Right there.
Flipper, how has the game been going for you today?
Yeah, it's been going really good. It's my partner's really doing an excellent job putting.
And who's your partner today?
My partner, Brian Slavey. Excellent.
Brian Slavey.
That guy can putt. He made a 35-foot birdie putt, but then we bogeyed the next hole, but that's all right.
So has he been keeping the team together in this conquest of the Brothers Revolution Tournament here at Birchwood Country Club in New Carlisle, Indiana?
He sandbags on his drive. He does sandbag on his drive.
He does.
He told me.
Well, I
I
imagine
drive it out there and he goes ahead and chips it on.
fantastic strategy here. Fantastic
Hey, catch
strategy.
us on 9 if you can.
Good luck to you, Flipper.
Thank you.
All right.
Dave's right there in 3.
Power stroke that thing.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, I got it, buddy. It's the heck.
Gentleman Dave Slavey on. Follow us, ladies and gentlemen, on the 6th hole here at Birchwood Country Club as we close in on the second flight of competitors. There you see one of the teams, Dave Gentleman. Gentleman Dave from Chattanooga, Tennessee, talking strategy with his partner, Stevie Spider Farkas. As he gets up to the ball, concentrates, great deal of concentration on each of these players' parts. And the wind is really kicking up here. He has that to compete with. This Spider taking a lot of time and just short. Just rims the cup, as you can hear from the gallery with the oohs and ahs. Here you have Gentleman Dave. And the guy is ice, pure ice, and he thrives on competition. As we complete our second flight on hole number 6 here at the Brothers Open Invitational, a revolution indeed. Follow us, ladies and gentlemen, as we bring you close to the action. We're going to go to the Goodyear Blimp. Stashu Vaju, how do you read me? Come in, Stashu Vaju from the Goodyear Blimp. How do you... Gentlemen, we sincerely apologize for the audio difficulties we've had from the Goodyear Blimp today. And now on to the next par 4. Which is a par 4, 239. And there's the willow that they're talking about. And the hole up that way. This hole on the next foursome is Gentleman Dave, his partner Stevie, the Spider. A nice tee shot. He seems to be satisfied, and you can hear his partner say, looks good. Looks real good. These guys are holding up, and they're starting to really tighten up here in the field of competition as we start to close in on this tournament. Gentleman Dave places his ball, sets up, takes a warm-up swing, then battens down the hatches, concentrates, a great deal of concentration here. Oh, just a magnificent sound, a magnificent hit. He doesn't appear that he likes the shot. Doesn't like his shot. And we hear from Davey Hitman Bain that he missed it. Now we have the Steady Rabbit, and this guy is a steady player. Just a sweet sound, a beautiful hit every time. He gets a good lick on that one. And you can hear the gallery just saying, good hit. Good hit to the rabbit. Here we have the Hitman, ladies and gentlemen. Davey Hitman Bain. He keeps his neighborhood clean, his block clean, and I guarantee you his golf game clean. A nice hit, as you can hear it from our gallery here. Davey Hitman Bain with a beautiful tee shot. As Stevie Spider Farkas. Spider, we understand you hit a great drive on this fairway, holding your partner together. How has your game been looking today?
Yeah, it's kind of bad. Can't get them up in the air. Kind of lifting my eyes a little bit. But with greens and putting, we're hanging right on there on the borderline.
How are you and your partner faring as far as the rest of the field of competition at this point?
I think we're down by a couple strokes, but we're going to give it hell.
Al, here we have Al Bloodsucker Slaby. Al, how is the tournament progressing right here as you start to close in on the action?
Lousy.
How?
They've been stepping on my ball, and they've been hitting me. And
who's been doing this? Do you have some names?
I was ready to shoot, and the guy hit me with a club in my shoulder, and hurt my shoulder.
Is this the competition that's doing this?
The competition's doing that.
Okay, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Al Bloodsucker Slaby, and he is, needless to say, upset at this time in this tournament. We've had a few players at this time that you've been able to follow with us that have had a few words. Now, we don't know what. We've unfortunately been unable to give you some of the live eyes. We are lacking some cameras on certain holes. The Goodyear Blimp has been trying to give you pictures all day, and we understand they've been experiencing some video and audio difficulties. Needless to say, we've got the live eye here as we follow this tournament, as we get ready to close in on it. Once again, there's our mobile transporter, Legs, Eugene Legs Shabalski. And gentlemen, Davey Hitman Bain as he ups it. His partner is Mike Rabbit Horvat, who will play from the same spot because this is, once again, the best ball tournament here. The Rabbit sizes up the hole. He is one steady player. As you can see from the look, Rabbit kind of lost it on that. Mike Rabbit Horvat. Rabbit, how's the tournament been going for you today?
Okay. Putting needs to be improved, but we're doing all right.
How's the rest of the game? Just managing to hold in together, or
Yeah.
how has Hitman Bain from Chicago been helping you?
Hitting them all right, all over the place.
Is there any part of his game that's coming together? Because he was not rattled by the field of competition today.
Well, his driving's improving, I'll put it that way. Not so much with his club, but with the cart.
We understand he had a little mishap just moments ago, but he collected himself and picked up the pieces. How are you guys pairing up against your competition right now?
Well, we're down some, but I think we'll be all right.
Now, how many more holes do you got to go yet?
2, I think.
2 more holes.
Yeah.
As the type of competition here, ladies and gentlemen, will tighten up. Welcome to the revolution of a tournament. Yeah, take out the camera crew. That's why you know now where his name Hitman comes from. The notorious David Hitman Bain from Schaumburg, Illinois. Noted between he and his sister Lauren Psycho Bain have taken out teenagers. We're talking 15-year-olds, 16-year-olds. Don't let this mild-mannered look fool you as he tries to run over to the camera crew. David Hitman Bain, tell us, how's your game coming out? Is it as expected today, or are you lacking some part of it?
I'm lacking a little.
Okay, can
I'm
you...
not sure what yet. But
Your team is hanging in, though?
I have to go.
Okay, Hitman, good luck. We'll catch you in the action. There you have it. Davey Hitman Bain from Schaumburg, Illinois. Still very well composed. Still very aggressive, as you can tell. He almost ran over the camera crew. We feel it was not done purposely, but you never can tell from these people in Chicago. He and his sister, Lauren Psycho Bain, managed to keep their block cleaned up. The kids love them up there. Their father, Bill, known as Chi-Town Bill, operates the computers for the Edison Company full-time. Well, we said part-time before, but it's full-time. We understand he does a little bit of work part-time for the mob, but we cannot tell you whether that is for sure or not. All we can do is tell you what we've heard from people that are associated with this type of person. But nevertheless, their competition seems very friendly today, although very aggressive. And they seem to thrive on competition. Something's biting me right now. Just missing a putt there. As you can see, the rabbit just knock it in. Just very well composed. Does not get rattled over anything. The gallery looks on, as well as the competitors, as the... And then get the camera rolling. You got the camera rolling now?
It's on.
Okay, hit the play button on the recorder. Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you to the Brothers Invitational Tournament. As you can tell, we have had nothing but a shootout today, and it's been a revolution. And we're bringing you this action down to the wire on number 9 here at the Birchwood Country Club in this Brothers Invitational Open Tournament. Welcome aboard. We're bringing you down to the final play-by-play here. We have our first foursome coming in, and it has truly been an invitational, truly been a revolution. We are glad you've been able to join us. We hope you've enjoyed the pictures we provided you today. There'll still be more coming at the awards banquet. Follow us all the way through. Welcome aboard. Follow me, ladies and gentlemen. Here's one of our competitors, Scott Flipper Schabowski. Scott,
Yes, sir.
You're
Yes,
down
sir.
to the wire now. How's it looking for your team?
Our team's looking really good. Looking really good. We're about 6 over par right now. Six over.
How do you think you fare to the competition here today? Do you think you got it in?
I think it's going to be close.
Very
I really
close.
do. I think the wind has a lot to do with it today. it's causing a little left to right swing on just about every shot.
The wind was a factor. We noticed not before the match, but after the match begun play, beginning on that first tee, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. In fact, on this hole here, on number 9, 172-yard par 4, I choked down on the 3-wood and came up short because of the wind. I couldn't believe it. Well, I've got to go hit now.
Good luck to you. Okay. Talk to one of our other competitors. Here we have one of the other competition here, one of the sponsors of this match, the senior brother, Al Bloodsucker Slaby. Bloodsucker, how's the match going for you today?
Bad. The
game has not come together for you at all?
No, hasn't come together. And other guys have been practicing. They don't know it yet, but they're under a 5-stroke penalty. They won't mention names, but it starts with SC and DS. They're under a 5-stroke penalty. They don't know it yet, but they will. And we're going to appeal this, and we might still have a chance.
Noting from the...
he only practiced once, yeah.
Noting,
and VJ, too, maybe on a 3-stroke penalty.
Noting from the initials given by Bloodsucker here, we can only size that up as being Dave Slaby and Scott Shabalski. Bloodsucker...
I won't mention names,
No, but we tried to gather that from our information notice, our news people. We are very...
I got to shoot. I got to hurry up and shoot.
Okay.
I got no time.
Live eye once again, ladies and gentlemen. Bloodsucker going up there to shoot his next shot. Join us in this action as we bring you a revolution of a tournament. Come along with us. Are you rolling yet?
Yeah, I'm rolling.
We're rolling, ladies and gentlemen. We're trying to bring you this action as it happens. As
I'm on
this
Slaby.
Final hole here. There's the Bloodsucker with a nice wave to the gallery. He seemed to maintain a sense of humor and a friendliness about him, even though conditions have not quite been what he has wanted. You've heard some verbal comments from the Bloodsucker, and there have been a few others from our field of players today. We will try to bring you an update on that later, perhaps at the awards banquet, as to who is the persons involved in causing some conflict on today's match, because this is normally a very friendly tournament, but when you've got a trophy involved, anything can happen. They're down to the wire here on this final hole. This is our first flight of competitors. Flipper, Scott Eugene Flipper Shabalski was the person that had took this trophy away from the brothers tournament. Steps up to his putt shot, very well composed, shooting 4 as we hear, and just rims the cup. A very, very tight shot. Now you've got the Bloodsucker, and indeed his name is indeed what it meant, and as you can see, he rims the cup. Very much upset.
Got a bee in my collar.
Are we still rolling, Mr. Cameraman? We're still rolling. No matter through what adversity this camera crew has been through, we've run upon a gigantic maple tree in our travels. We've run without brakes. We've experienced not only video but as well as audio difficulties from the Goodyear blimp. There you see Brian Slaby, one of the ringers in this tournament, gets the high five and a slap from Flipper Shabalski. Dennis Horvat, one of the Rabbits' offspring, aces it in there, and that completes our first flight of foursomes. And we'll give you some scoring updates as well as the awards tournament as we bring you this revolution. Follow us, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we're bringing you here the first round scores, the first foursome to complete this brothers tournament. We have here Scott Flipper Shabalski and Brian Slaby finishing with a 45. Their competitors in this first flight is L. Bloodsucker Slaby and Dennis, one of the Rabbits from Michael Rabbit Horvat. That team finishing with a 53, so there's an 8-stroke difference on this first foursome. Follow us in this revolution, ladies and gentlemen, as we bring you the conclusion of this Brothers Open Tournament. Okay, ladies and gentlemen.
How did this combination get on? I want to know.
A little controversy.
Where does this combination get on?
From the Bloodsucker.
I mean, you know, David and Stevie, that's a handicap 45 player on Willard's Country Club.
Hey,
a little bit
what's going on here?
That's right.
A little bit of controversy here, ladies and gentlemen. A little bit of controversy.
They're both professional golfers. Now, how can they be together?
We are glad to bring you this play-by-play. Listen to this, ladies and gentlemen.
Come on over here.
There you hear it from Dave Gentleman Slavey.
Something to shut
The-
your mouth on.
The gentleman is upset because of
Now, let me tell you, I want to know how two professionals can be in one
he's
team.
on the
How
brim,
can
and
that
he's
be?
look, he's on the
I
green, and
second
he's
this
shooting a
protest.
second shot. This is his third shot, and he's on the green.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We are bringing you live eye on this conclusion of the Brothers Open Invitational Tournament. It has been truly a revolution.
That should have been Stevie's shot.
We might have some
I'm going to file the protest right
protests. There you
now. Will
go.
you second it, Bloodsucker?
Yes,
You hear it from Flipper and the Bloodsucker, both saying that they're going to file
Oh,
a
he's out there looking for his ball.
protest on this whole tournament here. We don't know. We'll get into the details later on.
No, that's not.
We certainly hope that you're going to follow this action as we bring you this conclusion of the Brothers Tournament. We hope you've been enjoying the pictures that we provided you today. We apologize once again if you have not seen some of the videos that we had wanted to give you today with the Goodyear blimp. It's been hovering over. They've been trying to correct the problems, but unfortunately at this point they are still striving to overcome that objection or objective. Please bear with us. We're trying to bring you live eye on this conclusion here. There you have Spider. Very, very aggressive stroke at the hole. Ooh, he has really overpowered that hole. As you see, onlookers, the Bloodsucker, the Flipper, Gentleman Dave, Spider Steve, Hitman Bane up there approaching his putt right now, taking some warm-up swings. Hitman, I think, needs a little practice on his putting. His practice shots are like he's teeing off. But nevertheless, a fine putt, fine stroke.
What is this? What kind of combination?
Once again, we overhear Bloodsucker and Flipper complaining about this match.
Stepping on a cord.
Professional.
We were playing David Ball all the way through.
This controversial is far from over with, ladies and gentlemen. They're talking about protests here. You had Hitman talking about bringing a rule book next year. Vulture was saying that he didn't want to mention any names, as well as the Bloodsucker. Bloodsucker there, you see him throwing his hat down, his ball. He is totally upset, ladies and gentlemen. And he is one of the sponsors of this tournament, the senior sponsor.
Protesting that combination.
He is protesting the combination between Spider Farkas and Gentleman Slavey from Chattanooga. Spider strokes the putt and just barely misses the cup. His partner, Gentleman Dave, taps her in. Now you have the Rabbit stroking up there, and as usual, steady, very, very steady. The Rabbit just does not get rattled by the field of competition ever. I've seen him in action wherever he's played. He has not been shaken by any of the field of competition today, which has been very, very, very strong. This completes our second field, or our second flight of foursomes. We've got a fivesome coming up to complete this match. We hope that you have totally enjoyed this revolution. Here we have Dave Gentleman Slavey.
Yes,
a few
sir.
words with Dave.
How you
Dave is
doing?
one of the sponsors also of the Brothers 3 that sponsor this tournament. Gentlemen, Dave, how have you felt this outcome of the tournament? Do you think that Brothers at this point will contain the trophy, or will they lose
It's
it?
very close, very close. I think if we lost, it's on the putting green.
On the
It was hard to read today.
How was your game overall?
Overall, was good, real good. I was pleased with it.
We noticed on one of your shots that the train may have interfered with it. You ended up on the tracks, but nevertheless,
I played the ricochet off the left boxcar, and I was on top of the hill. Believe it or not, I play ricochets quite a bit, so it helped me out, and we was able to salvage a bogey out of that.
once again, ladies and gentlemen, we apologize for the audio difficulties. We are getting a lot of flack from
Well, the slime.
one of the brothers
Yeah,
that sponsored the tournament, the Bloodsucker. The Bloodsucker is very much upset today.
Well, you know, the gentleman that I am
Gentleman
on
Dave
this
and-
on this course and that, you know, I should have hauled off and knocked him out at the second hole. But you
Nevertheless, gentlemen,
you got to oversee that. You got to oversee that. 'Cause
you maintain your composure and
that's the only way.
through adversity in your game, which has been far and few
Thank
between,
you, thank
managed to collect your game together.
The
and
first hole, first two holes, we struggled, but after that, the adrenaline was flowing, and we was really was able to put a good score together.
Did your partner, Stevie Spider Farkas from west side, basically, of town there?
Well, we had 3 holes that we were putting for par, and we was unable to capitalize on some short putts, and we had to take bogeys, which I think probably would have hurt us in the final score. Thank you,
gentlemen. Dave, we'll catch you later on with the awards banquet. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for following us with this terrific play-by-play today. We still have our final field of competitors, our final flight of FISM coming in. The competition has been fierce. The controversial has been fierce. Here we have an update on our next flight of scores here. We have Davey Hitman Bain and Mike the Rabbit Horvat coming in with a 50. We have Stevie the Spider Farkas and Dave Gentleman Slavey coming in with a 45. So we have to collect our other scores here and see what happens on this final flight to see who is going to come in as our winner for the Brothers Open Tournament here at Birchwood Country Club on July 3rd of 1988. A terrific day, a terrific gallery, terrific fans, terrific player. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, in this revolution of a tournament today, the scores of the first 2 flights, and it appears at this point in this revolution of a tournament, we have got a tie score at this time between Stevie Spider Farkas and Dave Gentleman Slavey with a 45 versus Scott Flipper Shabalski and Brian Slavey also coming in at a 45. The other 2 scores are 50 and 53, not even in the competition. As you can oversee, one of the shots to this approaching 9th hole is right directly in front of us. And we will know exactly whether we may go into sudden death or not after this completion of this last flight of 5, and to see who is going to become the victorious pair in the Brothers Open Tournament, which has truly been nothing less than a revolution.
Play. But you ain't got much.
We won, somebody.
Our final field of competitors has just finished, ladies and gentlemen.
It's Margaret, we won!
Once again, in this revolution of a tournament, you had the Vulture just saying he won. We still have yet to complete that. We have not got their scorecard yet, but we'll get that for you in moments. Stand by.
That 3.
Well, I got a 47. Uncle Ben.
No. Yeah, we 3-putted
Vince,
her.
what'd you get? When you had yours up. Oh, okay, I got 47 for you.
Okay, that's what I got.
What about yours?
Dang, partner! We wanted some money. You guys all owe us 50 cents a piece. My partner won. Good.
Longest drive. Anybody beat mine?
No.
Who's tied?
Hey, we're gonna do it.
Who's tied?
Uncle Dave and...
Well, play 1 hole.
Oh, wait a minute. Got
Well,
to
just-
by 2.
Just put it out. Put it out on 9.
I never saw your partner shoot out there.
Partner. My partner was Mike. Mikey.
Mikey Senior Rabbit.
What's that?
So it appears that we've got to go into sudden death.
Just let the 2 big guys play it off.
Stevie Spider Farkas
No, just the 2
Gentleman
big guys.
Slavey, along
Yeah,
with
you and Dave.
Scott Shabalski and Ryan Slavey. Follow us with the conclusion of the action, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming to this revolution. We'll bring you the play-by-play if our batteries hold out. Don't competition field to try and hold that trophy for the brothers themselves. And that is Gentleman Dave from Chattanooga, Tennessee. His competition is very, very stiff at this point. We have just concluded sudden death. And my goodness, was it a revolution. Down to the wire, inches on the putt. We have our 2 victorious members of the Brothers Open Invitational, the second brothers, and it is Scotty Flipper Shabalski and Brian Slavey. Gentlemen, congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Job well done, well done. The gallery, come here, Brian, come here. The gallery really appreciating the fine field of play we had here. The tournament, you guys really held in there tough. You pulled the trophy away from the brothers once again. Flipper Shabalski was instrumental in doing that for the first time in history. Any comments on today's field of play in the competition?
I have to give all the credit to my partner. My partner pulled me out of a lot of jams, and well, he put me in some, but we came out ahead. That's the key. That's the key.
Brian, this was your first invitational tournament that you've participated in. Any words of experience that you've experienced today? Tell us about any of the play-by-play that you've experienced. What was some of your most difficult holes, some of your better holes? How did you help your partner in pulling the trophy away?
Putting, and that's it.
Putting was your strongest part of the game. And have you been practicing a lot of your putting lately?
No. You
have not been. All we can tell you, ladies and gentlemen, is it was fantastic action. We apologize once again for the audio. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Johan Javinski reporting here live here on York Road for the final ceremonies here on the Brothers Open Invitational Tournament that was held at Birchwood Country Club in New Carlisle, Indiana. We do have a final toll, and as we did catch on the end of our tape, we believe it was Scott Flipper Schabowski and his outside shot, Brian Slaby. Here are some awards given by the brothers here. We have Lauren Psycho Bain pulling out the first ticket on this winner.
It goes to Stevie. Give it to Stevie.
Take it up there, Psycho.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, here we go. We're going to draw another prize. We're going to get this big prize next. Okay, draw one out.
This is for a non-golfer.
This one?
Yeah, for a non-golfer.
This is for a non-golfer, 2 prize. You picked a good one. It goes to Legs.
All right, and he was our pilot in this whole field campaign. Very well deserved. Thank you. Thank you, Lauren Psycho Bain.
Another prize. Pick another one.
I'm still supporting.
Okay, one. Just give me one. That one? Okay. Okay, this one. Okay, good. Okay, this one.
Humble feelings. I have no idea what it is. I'm afraid to open it.
Okay, we'll wait.
Okay.
There we go.
Something is ticking in here. And that was the mother of Lauren Psycho Bain. The mother of Lauren Psycho Bain, ladies and gentlemen. Here's the prize.
Schaumburg, Illinois.
By the way, certificate.
Please redeem
It has been presented the word golf course date. Doesn't say where. I think it's a booby prize, ladies and gentlemen. A booby prize. It is a booby prize.
Gold medal.
The medal for the gold medal. Okay, draw another prize. Okay.
Don't you want to throw your fist up in a power?
This one goes to Bill Baines.
All right. He is the daughter of Psycho Loren from Schaumburg, Illinois.
Okay, here goes another door prize. You gotta get one, just get one. There's a lot of them in there, they're all together. They're all together. Oh.
And that was her uncle issuing instructions on how Lauren. I think that was fixed. There seemed to be a lot of verbal communication from Psycho Loren with Al Bloodsucker Slaby on that last one there. We have no idea what it is.
Okay, we'll put it over there. Okay, we'll got another door prize. We'll give out this prize here. Okay, pick out another one.
Hey, just go to Uncle
This one?
That's got to go to the adult.
Al, there's the neighbor there.
Well, you gotta wait, You never know, Uncle Don. Okay, this door prize has to go to the adult.
That rules everybody out. Everybody's out of this one.
So it goes to Uncle David.
All right. Uncle David, Gentleman Slaby from Chattanooga, Tennessee, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, here we go. Take another prize. Okay. Well, let's give him this one. Okay, here, hang on to this one. Okay, here's another prize. It goes to Brian.
Part of the winning team today, Brian Slaby, a ringer from the west side of town, an outside ringer. He helped pull that flipper through.
walk at the age of 2 months.
And that's right, and he turned out to pull the team through. That's words from Pretty Boy George.
This prize goes to Uncle Vince. Yay!
Uncle Vince, over here.
Closest to the pin.
Closest to the pin.
Okay, here we go. One? Is that one? Okay. Okay. Okay, this prize is going to go to Scott. So give it to his dad.
Okay, the other half of the winning team today. The other half of the winning team.
Hey, I got the polish for Helen's car!
Oh, I think someone is trying to tell the vulture something here.
How up is that? Here we go. We got another prize. Another prize. This one goes to David Bain.
All right. David Hitman Bain from Schaumburg, Illinois. Congratulations, David Hitman. That's the Hitman, and that was his sister and the other half of the duo that normally cleans that block up on Schaumburg, Illinois. David Hitman Bain and Lorenz Psycho Bain. They are a heck of a duo.
Okay, this one goes to Timmy. Timmy Horvat. There he is.
Hey, Timmy. Good job, Timmy. The gallery had followed us over here to York Road, and as you can see, they're really appreciating us.
3 prizes left yet.
Here's our
Okay,
next.
this prize goes to Dennis Horvat.
All right. These last two contestants, ladies and gentlemen, have been part of the Rabbits crew. Michael the Rabbit Horvat.
This is the last
These
prize.
are his
This is
offspring.
the last door prize.
We got 2. One for the booby prize.
Who? The Rabbit Horvat.
Oh, no, well, we don't know who that, let's see who draws it out.
You want a clarification on the Rabbit Horvat? Michael the Rabbit Horvat derives from him liking to breed, plus his wife has told us that she cannot keep his hands off of her.
Whoa.
Therefore, Rabbit.
Okay, this one goes to Mike Horvat Jr.
Yay! All right, Mike Horvat Jr. This is the senior member of the Rabbit squad from Lakeville, Indiana, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, this is the last prize, and this is for the highest score also. It goes to, let's see here, George Pretty Boy Horvat.
All right, George Pretty Boy Horvat. He done this match solo. A solo contestant today. He was in our third flight of contenders. Congratulations, Pretty Boy.
And this is a prize for the little girl that helped us.
All right, Lauren Psycho Bain. They call her Psycho in Schaumburg.
Mommy, mommy, mommy.
Now we'd like to turn this
Thank you.
audio over. Wait, wait,
I
okay.
also have the big grand prize, and my brother Dave would come
Dave,
down here,
please.
On behalf of the brothers.
Wait a second there, VJ.
That's all right. That goes to...
One's Scotty, one's Brian.
Here, VJ,
Yeah.
take it over.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Brian's here. And if you don't want to talk,
My brother Dave will present the trophies out to the brothers' invitational.
Yes, it's very unfortunate the brothers here did not walk away, but we'll be back next year.
And nobody's invited. This is brothers tournament.
Yeah. we don't want no competition here.
Do we hear sour berries here?
I was a gentleman.
We didn't let Scotty win again.
We had to let Scott win. And since Scott isn't here, well, we would take the trophy ourselves. Do we have a proxy here for Scott? Oh, yes, Stella. On behalf of the Brothers Open of 1988, we'd like to present first prize to Scott Hlebusky.
His trophies.
And proxy. Brothers
fight to Brian too.
In addition, first prize also goes to Brian Slavey.
Yay! His partner.
His partner.
His partner. Congratulations, Brian. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Speech.
Open his present. But I think Scotty G, that's why he ain't here.
And now we will turn it back on over to Javinsky here. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for coming with us. Our cameraman, Eugene Lake Shabowski, can you get a panoramic view of all our gallery that was out at the match today and enjoyed everything? These are just a small number of the people that followed this tournament today, ladies and gentlemen. We thoroughly hope you enjoyed yourself. We thoroughly hope you enjoyed yourself, and now we're going to go in there and hopefully look at the videos pretty soon. George, Pretty Boy Horvat has not opened up his gift yet, and they're all jeering him. Not that gift.
Go ahead, open it up. That will be a gift.
Words from Vince the Vulture. Words from Vince the Vulture there.
And George was the one who scored the most. His partner didn't show up, so he had to take both scores, I want you to know.
I'd like to make this point very, very clear right now. I did cheat because I knew I'd get the biggest prize.
Humble words from a very straightforward
I could have won a tournament.
This will help him in his golf. This will help him in his golf next year, too.
Remember when I said I got an 8? I really had a 4.
I think this will help to explain why there's going to be so many protests in this game that you have visioned in this whole tape here.
Oh.
This looks pretty serious, ladies and gentlemen.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Looks pretty serious.
Hey, it's on sale. Hold on to this one. That's on sale.
Right,
it's on sale.
George.
All right.
Smart man. Smart man.
Oh, the battery's going to go dead again.
A vibrator.
Battery.
Holy shit, turkey. Hey.
They've got everybody on the edge of their chairs right now. What a fantastic gift. Beautiful. Beautiful. It's got a spark plug on the end, yeah. This is a Polish driver.
It don't start.
Polish driver, you can do your lawn, you can play golf. A Polish driver here.
I think it'll be used. It will be used. I don't know, a planner, but it will be used.
George, is a gift that's very well deserved. You're the appropriate person for it.
It don't start.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us this year, June 3rd, 1988, from South Bend, Indiana. Join us next year for the Brothers Open Invitational Tournament.
All right, everybody smile. I'm going to get your faces.
What an ugly one.
Thank you.
That's getting better. All right, Marty, look up here. Thank you.
And the march goes on.
It's a good one. I never seen something like that, dude.
They went to the right person.
It did.
The highest score. I don't hear the motor.
Batteries. No, batteries are fine.
A weed whacker, I love it.
You deserve it, George.
Here's my prize.
Here's my prize.
I got a prize too.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Hey, this is my 3-wood. Wait a minute. Where's my clubs at?
I got it.
The next day, the day after the golf outing, with my two brothers, Al and Vince, you can see how depressed we are here. Dave and Al, you can see how depressed we are, especially brother Al, losing the most out of the whole ball game.
I'll never be last again.
That's what he said this morning when he went out and played us.
Who was last?
We had the Brothers Invitational today. Of course, I came in second.
And I came in first.
And you came in.
We won't talk about it. Protest.
We want to get some of the opinions of yesterday's ball game from Dave Slavey first, the youngest, since he came the closest of beating Scotty by a 3-foot putt and blew it and let him take our trophy away again. Think that we won't let him hear it. But we also are glad that our two nephews from the east didn't come. The president from down south didn't come. The competition was scarce.
And the California kid.
Yeah, and the California
Hugh
kid.
Hefner second.
And Natasha, if you're listening, you didn't come. You could have been the only
where were you?
woman playing. No woman has showed up at the Brothers Invitational yet.
Natasha.
We opened it up to everybody.
Right.
And you didn't show up.
And everybody had a
And
chance.
Natasha's husband, Boris.
Now we'll hear from Brother Dave on some of his comments on yesterday's game. Brother Dave, how do you feel about yesterday's game?
Before I